In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave to me some advice that I've been turning over in my head ever since. He said to me, "Son, whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, just remember that the majority of them are pricks. And feel free to proceed." And he didn't say much more at that, but we've always been unusually communicative in a reserved way, and I understood that he meant a great more deal than that. So whenever I've been at a party, and some bastard walks up to me with nothing to say except spout his mouth, I always thought to myself, dear old Dad told me about this a long, long time ago, and I'm going to walk away. And that is how you do parties. And that's a good idea. Good Idea is a brain trust your brain can trust. It's a comedy podcast where we come up with creative, actionable solutions to your real-life problems.
I'm Aiden Kinsella.
I'm Bradley Berklich.
And I'm Lennart.
And this is Good Idea.
Thank you, Lennart, for joining us.
Thank you very much, Lennart.
Howdy, everybody. All the boys.
How are all the boys doing?
Doing great.
It's boys' night.
It is boys' night.
We've decided this.
Even though it's not Saturday? Can that be done?
It's like...
It can be Saturday in the fiction. They don't know.
It could be Saturday. It could not be Saturday. It could be... So, anyway, now that we've established this is boys' night, who wants to go get drunk?
Me. Pick me.
Okay, Lennart, you want to go get drunk.
Hell yeah, Batman.
All right, so, where are we going?
We're going to get drunk.
No, a bar, bud, a bar. We need to find a bar.
All right, that's easy enough.
Okay, we're in a bar. Wow, that was fast.
Oh,
yeah.
Guys. Was I supposed to come with?
You're here.
Okay.
We brought you along.
Sorry, I forgot.
You were in the radio flyer.
I was in the radio. What is that?
It's a wagon. It's red.
Gotcha.
We just strapped you to the tow hook on the car and just...
Y'all ever done that thing where it's like roller skates and a moving car and a freeway and a rope?
No, but I want to.
I did that.
You are very intelligent.
My uncle's very intelligent. I was very 6 years old.
That sounds about right.
And I say freeway, but I mean...
Dirt road.
Maybe 99th Street. It wasn't super crowded.
So we're at a bar now. And we're having drinks with the boys. It's boys' night.
Want some peanuts?
I'd love some peanuts.
Free peanuts.
I'll take some free peanuts only if I can throw them on the ground.
Like a monkey?
No, like you do at the restaurant. I think it's Logan's.
Oh, I went to Logan's and I was in Michigan and I went to a Logan's and I remember just being super, super sick afterwards. So,
That happened to me too.
yeah, I get their food might just be shitty.
No, well, okay, no, I went there and I ate like mac and cheese and there was like a mushroom in it. I don't think their food was shitty. It just, I was like really young and I had it and I kind of freaked out because I was like, there's something foreign in my food. I don't like it. And I threw up and it was like, yikes.
Yeah, I just felt real bad. It was like this dirt parking lot in the middle of what I assume was somewhere approximate to Traverse City. And it kind of just sucked for a long time. Anyway, that's Aiden and Brad's Logan 6 story.
I gotta say, this sounds like a fantastic, high-quality dining establishment.
I'm talking about at the theater when I went to see Logan.
Oh. Well, that's...
When I threw
There's
all
a
the peanuts
mushroom in this film.
There's a mushroom in this film. No, and there's peanuts all over the ground. What?
And there's mac and cheese somewhere.
Lennart, why are the peanuts shaped like that?
Why are the peanuts shaped like that?
We're absolutely
Probably
not.
because they're legumes.
That's a funny reference to a book that you probably have never heard of called Why is the Penis Shaped Like That? And I'm very excited to read it.
What was it called?
Why is the penis shaped like that?
All right.
And I'm just very excited to read that. So, Lennart, it's a psychology book. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Also a physiology book. This is a science book.
Really? It's a physiology book.
Yeah. So, Lennart, important question.
What is your important question?
So the other day, I think it was you made a bro fort.
Yes, I made Brofort.
And you said there were no girls allowed.
No girls allowed.
Is that kind
in
of like
Brofort.
Fortnite?
It's kind of
Yes,
like Fortnite,
yes, it is
I think.
exactly like Fortnite.
Can you explain to me, Lennart, how you can say it's a bro fort, no girls allowed, if some girls are bros?
Because, hoes are bros, man.
Hoes are bros?
Dude,
Lennart,
yeah.
Lennart, then you can't argue Because, okay, not all women are hoes. Not all hoes are women.
Correct.
So how does that have anything to do with no girls allowed in your bro fort, Lennart? I think you were just I think you made... This has nothing to do with what we were
Not
talking
all girls
about.
are hoes. Not all hoes are women.
And some girls
are
sorry.
girls.
Some girls are girls, and then... So if that... And then what does X equal?
Thoughts.
Thoughts.
Which is
okay,
a combination of a hoe and a bro.
X equals...
Well, I wouldn't say a thought is a hoe and a bro. I'd say a thought is a hoe, full stop.
equals hoe.
I think this is an equation. This is some sort of dreadful algebra we're dredging up. I don't want to really get into this.
Well, I'm just curious because, Lennart, why are no women allowed if it's possible to be just bros being hoes?
Well, I think it's really more on principle than anything else. I mean, I gotta say, we're all men here. We're sitting here in our smoking jackets and our fine. It's sort of a I don't want to use the word smoky again, but it's a smoky room at let's say the university club where we're all holding pipes of something and a highball glass in the other hand with some vague alcoholic drink in the other. And I think it's okay to say that we all hate women. Don't you gentlemen just despise the secondary sex? I feel most opposed.
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay. So
we're going to now construct a bro fort because we're capitalists.
Yes, out of pillows.
Pillows.
Because that is the best building material.
Come here, Jeeves. Bring the blankets.
Yes, sir. Right away. Hold on.
Now, this is turning out to be a right fine day, I think. I think we're... Oh, very nice Oxfords you've got on. Is that a new pair? It's great.
Okay,
the tassels.
with the blankets.
Thank you for the blankets. Now I'm going to ask you to put them over the top of the fort, over the top of the table, really, so we can climb underneath and it's going to be a fort.
Yes, right, sir.
And someone get the pillows. Thank you.
This is awful. I've derailed us terribly.
okay.
We've established a fort. Now, this is Fort Testosterone.
No, this is Fort Night.
This is Fort Night. On to the prompts.
On to the prompts. What are today's prompts?
Well, it changes every episode. Let's see.
All right, here's the thing. Keegan has a question for us. Can we find some uses for dust?
For dusting things.
Well, as the old phrase goes, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. So, if you find some dust, you can probably turn it into more dust.
Okay,
is
that's
what
good.
I gather from that.
And we can use that more dust, as Lennart says, to dust things, because that is exactly what dusting is.
Like,
Don't people come from dust? I think if you got a large dust...
If you have a lot of dust...
I got it.
What?
You know how under the couch you always find these dust bunnies? Mm-hmm. Let's make a dust man.
Ooh, I like
Dust
this idea.
people.
So will we have to disassemble?
whole race.
Will we have to disassemble the dust bunny into its components and then assemble a dust person?
I don't know. I think we just gather up the dust before it starts becoming a bunny.
Well, humans and bunnies share 99.7% of the same DNA, so...
Not only do dust bunnies and dust humans share 10% of this... No,
99.7.
Yeah, that percentage. Humans and bananas also share a similar percentage. So I think the fact that there's DNA at all kind of, it's a low bar.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, if we're making dust humans and dust bunnies into dust humans, I don't think it would be that hard.
Well, let's think of a different thing.
Well, have you ever eaten a bunch of chicken wings and then gotten all the bones together and then built chicken out of all the chicken wing bones?
Yes.
I think it's kind of going to be like that. Right?
I've
Except
never
less
done that.
chickeny and less bony and more dusty and really not at all alike. But whatever. I just wanted to bring up chicken bones.
I think that was actually extremely well put. Thank you.
Thank you, Lennart.
Very useful conversation.
So pocket sand?
Yes.
Something like that.
Could we make a dust person out of the sand that is currently in my pocket?
Do you have any sand in your pocket?
Probably.
Does sand count as dust?
I think that counts, yeah.
I think
sand?
sand is dust.
Yeah, pretty
Pocket
much.
sand
It's just-
is dust, which means that we can make a dust person out of pocket sand.
Well,
So, by that logic, if I were to hypothetically throw hypothetical pocket sand into somebody's hypothetical eyes, would I be throwing...
what are you, that one guy
A
on
person-
King of the Hill?
That's
Okay,
the joke.
so-
Would I be throwing a person into these hypothetical eyes?
Well, I think this is kind of like the abortion question, right?
No.
At what point does
At what point?
Shut up.
At what point does dust become sentient?
at what point is a pocket sand a human person?
In that case, am
We
I
need
carrying
rights
around
for
a
dust people.
Yes,
Yes, dust rights. And march on Washington with dust, Leonard?
absolutely. So here's what I'm thinking, right? We just get like an ocean of dust. Well, maybe like a solid sandstorm, right? Just converging on the Washington Monument, right? So, I mean, hear me out here. I think this would really, really show those lawmakers that dust rights are very, very important.
That's
is
true.
true.
Do they need a flag?
Absolutely.
What does
Here's
the
I'm
dust flag
thinking.
look like?
It's just gray.
Yeah.
It's a sandy beach towel.
You know, here's what I'm thinking. We take a bandana, right?
All right.
We moisten it. It's got to be very, very,
Very moist.
And then we throw it into the beach and then pull it out, and whatever sticks to it is dust flag.
Crab hanging off and used
Exactly.
condom.
But then the real
On
question
there.
Who the
is,
hell puts a used condom in the surf?
Leonard's raising his hand.
We drink from that.
The used
Okay.
condom?
I piss
Well-
in that.
You piss in Leonard's used condom?
hear me out
Like
here.
a balloon.
Sperm whales release like I can't remember the exact number, but it's a bunch of gallons of sperm into the ocean very often, right?
Yes. Is that where their name comes from?
I would have to assume that the sperm whale's name comes from sperm.
Okay, continue.
Though I'm not psychic.
Me
As far
neither.
as I know.
Leonard, did you just make up that fact?
Well, I mean, I would
I guess it wouldn't be a fact if you just made it up.
assume that sperm whales do at some point come, and I would assume that
Can we use a more scientific term than cum, please?
What's the root word of cum?
what?
I asked for the root
Well, there's
word.
a Latin word that's cum.
Oh well, that's kind of boring.
Has nothing to do with the concept. So, you guys want to do another prompt?
I'd love to do another
That would
prompt.
probably be for the best.
Okay.
So our next prompt was submitted by nobody because I didn't actually remember who submitted it.
All right, I'll figure it out. Keep going.
So our next prompt will be the best ways to advertise your hottest SoundCloud mixtape. And I'm talking like the most fire tracks. Like you got this absolute fire track, you throw it on your SoundCloud, now you're just trying to advertise it and get the most plays
Well-
and become YouTube famous and then just
I think
go
if it's
get on Ellen and Oprah and all those weird old people TV shows that I'm not actually completely convinced people still watch. But you get the idea. Ways to advertise your SoundCloud mixtape.
so, Leonard. If the track is
That's Keegan, by the way.
if the track is as fire as you have described, then I
Yes.
assume it will need no advertising at all. If one person hears it and if it's that good, they'll share it with everyone they know.
That's a good point.
But hear me out here. What if
All right. Well,
that doesn't happen?
I'm gonna consolidate my inner Don Draper, and we're gonna find a way to advertise this extremely well. So,
Yes.
let's think about what sells, ladies and gentlemen.
Sex. Sex sells.
False.
How do you know that?
People will be buying. That's the point. It's illegal. So we can't use sex to sell. It's illegal. That's an advertising
hear
law,
me out
folks
here.
and gentlemen.
If we put a naked person on a billboard, right? And just put the wait, no, that's not going
it's
to work.
pornography.
Yeah.
That one ain't gonna work.
Now, consider.
I realized that after
what
about,
if it's
like,
not an image
a
of a
second.
naked person, it's just a naked person?
Ooh, that's a good
If we
idea.
put that person on the billboard, is it pornography anymore
me out
because it's
here.
not a written or image
Yes,
captured?
you are correct.
What if-
it becomes public nudity?
What if we play
It
the song?
becomes streaking very quickly.
What if we play the song in a strip club?
That's good. It's you need to get landed with sort of DJs. So who can you, if you know a local DJ, and
A
then,
local strip club DJ.
Of course, of course.
did you hear it? What else can we do? Let's see what newspaper ads can we take out? Really fire SoundCloud track.
Because the demographic of people who are listening to SoundCloud and people
Well,
who are
it's
reading
gonna
the
be that
paper.
like picture guy, Lyndon Johnson glasses, sitting there, white shirt, black tie, his morning breakfast, cup of Joe, scrambled eggs in front of him, holding up the paper, legs crossed, black shoes.
Listening to SoundCloud.
Hey, honey, I just read about this fire mixtape in the paper today, right below the editorial. Sounds pretty hip. Don't you think we should check it out? I'll boot up the old Macintosh and we'll let it rip.
As
That's
the
very
kids
good. I think
As the kids play by the fire.
consider the following. I think the newspaper route is a really good way to get that demographic of that kind of person. I think we'll get a lot of new people on SoundCloud, so SoundCloud might even finance our newspaper advertisement, because if we're advertising good music that's only on their platform, it'll draw new people to their platform.
But if it is the most fire SoundCloud track, wouldn't eventually it be a logical decision to step forward and put it onto platforms such as Spotify, Tidal, the other ones that nobody actually
Who the
uses?
hell uses Tidal?
Literally nobody.
I use Napster.
Okay, well, Bradley, you're probably like the one person I know that uses Napster.
My father uses Napster.
Hear me
I
out
think
here.
the demographic of men we described earlier use Napster. Continue.
Honestly, I feel like the demographic, maybe YouTube.
I think taking it off SoundCloud ruins the spirit of the thing.
Well, I never
does
said
kinda.
anything about taking it off SoundCloud.
Well, no. I'm
I
saying
meant putting it onto Spotify and Apple
But
Music.
once you've done that, it's not a SoundCloud mixtape anymore.
Has anyone listened to
That's
the new
true.
Cardi B album?
No.
Me
No.
neither.
And nor do I plan on.
Continue.
I had an idea. Leonard, did you finish yours?
Well enough, yeah.
Okay, here's my thought. Can we run around our local areas just sort of screaming about it? Everybody, SoundCloud! Guys, check it out. Look up Aiden Kinsella XX Lennart.
That's
XX Lennart Bradley Good Idea Mixtape Fire on SoundCloud, everyone. Check it out. Hey, Mom! SoundCloud!
I love SoundCloud.
You see, I feel like the main issue with that
Is
idea...
that you, God?
I feel like the main issue with that idea is that, you know, after a while of running through the streets screaming about a SoundCloud mixtape, I'd say maybe like 15 minutes, you'd either be arrested or questioned on why in the name of Jesus are you running around the streets yelling about a SoundCloud mixtape.
Okay, well, I didn't say you should be running around naked, so that should.
I never said anything about naked.
I understand, but I'm just thinking now that if we're talking about getting arrested, we might as well if we're going to get arrested anyway, we might as well add the sex sells component.
Exactly.
Which would be good. Or, hear me out
Then
here.
we look insane. That's the real
You run
issue.
around naked, the cops think it's hot, and they check out your SoundCloud mixtape, which is even hotter, and then they don't just not arrest you, they also make all of their prisoners listen to your SoundCloud mixtape at I guess that wouldn't be punishment, so they probably wouldn't do that. But maybe they're trying to be nice to the prisoners.
We could do like an ad campaign, right? Where
I don't know, ad campaigns for advertising?
No.
That sounds a little bit not effective.
Well, yeah, but hear me out here, right?
Okay.
So the entire like idea behind the ad campaign is our mixtape is so fire it will literally light fires, right? So we get somebody's like house or place of residence, right? And they play this mixtape, right?
And then we have a local arsonist.
Exactly. Set the house on fire, and then we can say that the mixtape was so fire that their house spontaneously combusted.
It's so fire
It's
that
just-
it gets you your insurance money for your house.
It's just so hot, you know?
Very hot.
This is very good. Okay, I think we figured it out, Leonard. That's perfect. Bradley, prompt?
So,
Sure.
in conclusion, if you want to advertise your SoundCloud mixtape, burn somebody's house down.
Make sure the song is playing when it happens.
The
that's
takeaway
less
here
important.
is burn someone's house down. That's what we want you
Yes.
to do. To all the police out there, these two gentlemen want to burn your house down.
As always, the best idea of good idea is arson.
Good idea takes no liability for anybody who actually burns somebody's house down. You
We
fucking idiots.
Absolutely do. And someone else will pay your insurance. Anyway,
What do you mean we take their liability for this?
I don't know what that means.
Bradley,
It's
no, we
lawyers.
don't. No,
It's
no.
lawyers.
But actually, though, don't.
Listen
you
to Leonard.
fucking morons.
Don't burn anyone's house down.
Bradley,
Yeah.
continue. Prompt.
All right. Well,
3. I'm going to spray this in your eyes. 2.
that's sunscreen.
Yep.
It holds no power here. We're indoors.
Damn it.
Joke's on you.
All right.
Shit, I
So
forget.
I'm going to do another one from Keegan because I like this one. It's called the 52nd State.
I thought you were about to say 50 Shades of Grey, and I got really confused.
Well, I'm glad I didn't say that. Aren't you?
Okay.
Mostly.
So is
So
it
are we
like a
talking
solid liquid gas type state, or is it more like a Ohio?
Let's make a place because the 51st state is England.
How about Georgia? Not like the USA
So,
Georgia,
the
like
52nd
the Middle
state-
East.
England
Georgia.
is the 51st state?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
No, that's just, it's the nickname. It's Canada. It's
Well-
like the closest place to America that's not England, I think.
Are we
really.
taking over Canada,
Or
though?
Mexico.
We will annex Canada, yes. I think
Are we going to annex them, or are we going to take them over?
What's the difference?
annex is the politically correct term.
Oh, yeah.
Let's stay
gotta
within
be
our
good.
bounds,
We
ladies and
have
gentlemen.
we absolutely have to be PC here. We have to say annex and not take over.
Not kidnap.
What if
Not
we kidnapped
extort.
Canada?
I'm going to annex your daughter and get ransom money.
Wait. But hear me out here. Isn't Canada the daughter of England? So if we're both the spawn of England, right? In that case, Canada equals America.
Yeah, because all siblings
That's a-
share 100% of the same DNA.
Good
Exactly.
point. I am my brother. So from there, I think, what do we do? What Justin Trudeau gone? Man's practically a wimp noodle of politics. Out. Who do we put in place?
You know, I'm thinking like the most batshit crazy person. Who's the most batshit crazy person?
He's already our president.
Oh shit. Well, moving on.
Newt
Second most
Gingrich.
Oh, he's not that batshit
I don't.
crazy.
Didn't he host a
I'm
press
talking
conference
like-
at a zoo once?
Okay, Ben Carson.
I don't actually. Oh yeah, isn't
Ben
that,
Carson,
well,
Grain
I don't
Pyramid
actually
Man.
know
I
who that
love
is.
Grain Pyramid Man. The tombs were used to store grain for the ancient Egyptians, and they were built by aliens. Thank you, Mr. Carson. That's enough now.
How about instead of that, we get the collective of all people that are on Tinder to be in charge of Canada.
I think
Leonard, you're on Tinder.
this is.
Exactly.
This is.
just
I
wanna be in
actually
charge
really
of
like this
Canada.
because we do it all by referendums. It's a complete democracy, and swipe right or swipe left.
Exactly.
And you vote on. Yeah.
There would be a
There's
lot.
An app.
There
You
would be
Canada.
there would be a lot higher voting percentage then.
If you could do it on your phone, it would absolutely be a higher voting percentage.
Right?
I would vote every day. Vote early, vote often.
Well, that's an issue in and of itself. But I mean, I really feel like Tinder should be the dictator overlord of Canada.
and not Grindr, because gay people shouldn't be allowed to vote. Only
Gay
straight.
people
And
can use
even
Tinder.
Oh boy.
No, but only straight Tinder.
Okay.
Only
okay.
straight Tinder.
So it's swipe left if you.
Yeah,
I don't know
wait,
which
gay
way do you
Tinder can
swipe.
be in charge of Puerto Rico.
Swipe
Swipe
right is
left.
positive, left is turn it off. It's like no. So you get maybe like a thing on
Okay.
your phone, and it's like, hey, yes or no, and then you swipe right for yes. And you
It's like so.
and
Swipe right for this sexy tax reform bill. Look at her posing next to her mini fridge. Look at all those good cuts. Capital gain tax gone.
And then the next page you get like, and then it's like the old rundown bill from the.
Do you like
Schoolhouse Rock.
abortion? No, you don't. Swipe right.
Oh boy.
Swipe left on abortion.
Swipe left on a. No, I meant for an anti-bill, but like, yeah, that's good. I like the theme. But this, remember, ladies and gentlemen, this Friday, swipe left on abortion.
Friday.
Do
Abortions.
you want a bill with only 300 matches to be the bill that passes in your territory? I think not. Swipe left on abortion. Swipe left on abortion. Swipe left on abortion. Swipe left on abortion. Come on, you guys.
We're not chanting this.
I'm
not
very
chanting this.
against abortion. I think we need to swipe left on it
What
now.
is abortion?
Okay, so it's
All right,
when a
Brandon.
man and a woman love each other very
Imagine
much,
like
and so
a
the
really,
man takes
really
a coat
big
hanger. And,
vacuum. Imagine like a really, really like like one of those like Dyson things. Yeah. I'm talking like big vacuum.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it's just a vacuum. That
So-
was fucking awful.
Well, we've got racism, abortion. Next is politics and religion.
Oh, don't forget the sexism that we
We have to be
casually sprinkled in
extremely
there.
sexist.
Yeah.
3,
Glory hole.
2,
That's my ringtone now.
3.
Just glory hole. Just me whispering glory hole into the mic.
Okay, so I'm trying to do a count
that
off
is
back into the
very
show
kinky.
here, and I think we've just counted our way right back into the show with Leonard's funny glory hole bit.
So
it
tell you what,
actually funny?
we're gonna
Because I
pull.
didn't
We're gonna
realize.
pull a Little House on the Prairie radio show thing with Kelsey Grammer, whatever his fucking name is. And
Who's Kelsey Grammer?
The fourth person
Sounds
to
like an
email
English
in
teacher.
gets a voicemail made by one of us. Please
Hopefully
request.
not me, because
You could do
I don't
Leonard.
want to
That's-
do
No, yeah,
it.
that's very, very good. So just
good.
email in with the name of the person that you want to have record your voicemail, and just sort of the.
And we'll send you
The audio
We'll send you
clip-
a recording.
Are we making the recording ourselves?
Yeah, we absolutely.
Yeah, and then you got to send in your name so we can do your voicemail.
It's great.
for you.
It's going to be a great
It's
time.
going to be great. So just email us, goodideapodcast@gmail.com. Send us an email. I'm actually, I'm going to go right ahead and say the first 4 people to email us, because that encourages people to actually email us instead of waiting to hopefully be the 4th person.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So the first 4 people to email us can get one of us to do a voicemail for you.
Because we're famous.
We're
How about-
so famous.
We're actually, we had a newspaper article. Which did we
We had a
discuss?
newspaper article in our local newspaper. So we're
Did we
very,
talk
very
about that
famous.
already?
No, I don't know if we
Okay.
did, but it was exciting.
Yeah. It was
How
cool.
about instead of the first 4 people, we do the first 5 people, because I don't like the number 4.
Because
I'm
it
okay
means
with
death
that.
in Chinese?
No,
It
I just
sounds
don't like the
death?
number
Okay,
4.
No, okay, whatever.
That's fair. Okay, then we'll do the number 5. We'll do 5 people.
Yes.
First 5 people to email in goodideapodcast@gmail.com. You can give us your name and
Anyway.
the name of the person who
You
wants
can
to
give
do
us
it. So-
your name, your address,
Prompts.
your social security number.
I like Lennart's idea.
Your tax information.
That's good,
We're
too.
definitely not going to steal your identity. All we're trying to do is send you. What was it again?
$3,000.
Yeah. We are a Nigerian prince, and we are going. We just need a little
What do
bit
you
of
think
money.
he does all day?
I mean,
Sends
I would
emails,
assume that he
apparently.
just
The
sends
Nigerian
emails
prince?
and sits in. I would assume some kind of hotel or hostel in Nigeria.
Do you think he ever lets out albums?
I want to write
maybe.
And changes his name to kind of this funny symbol? I don't really... What do you think the Nigerian prince is like?
Well, I would assume that he is Nigerian
Isn't that
and
what
also
the
a prince.
film Black Panther was about?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just basically the equivalent of Prince.
I've been hoping to write a rap musical about the Nigerian prince's rise to power, actually along the lines of sort of a Hamilton at some point in time. I think that'd be kind of entertaining.
Anyway, prompts. So I have one.
All of our prompts
and
are
it's
just going to shit right
that's
now.
normal. I have a prompt from me, Aiden Casella himself. So I tried to paint my nails earlier, my own nails, because they were already painted, but they were sort of chipping. And it's a nice sparkly blue. It's very hard to paint your own nails. It's very, very difficult. Also, I was trying to do homework at the same time, and that was involved listening to and watching a video about the Stanford prison experiment. So it was sort of a whole ordeal. And the hand that I did with my when I used my dominant hand to paint, it wasn't as bad. But when I did my non-dominant hand, it was really, really hard. Also, I got nail polish on my fingers that were not my nails, and it was very difficult. So I'm thinking it'd be kind of cool if we could figure out a way that is a more... I'm sure these already exist, but I haven't looked for them, so we can be original and fun. I'm sure you two haven't looked for them either. So how can we make painting your own nails easier?
Grow more arms.
I like this. DNA modification.
Get somebody else to do it.
That's not
There
the
you go,
point.
Bradley.
That's the easiest way.
Yeah, I have other people to do it, but I was trying to do it myself because I wanted to paint my nails while I watched the Stanford prison experiment
do it
video.
yourself and then get somebody else.
Use teeth. Wink, wink.
Use teeth. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Use teeth to paint your nails.
Yeah, you can hold them. I mean, my teeth are very ambidextrous, so I can hold them.
Wait, does that mean that you can just like bend your fingers over backwards?
That's what
Is that the wrong
ambidextrous
one?
means.
Both my lower and upper jaw are capable of freehand movement. My teeth move independently of each other and occasionally reshuffle around in my mouth at night.
Bradley's mouth is a saw. Okay.
Oh boy.
And I can absolutely paint your nails.
Bradley, you're not painting my nails.
With my mouth?
With anything. I have at least 3 people that I could go to paint my nails, and I have not asked any of them to do it because I wanted to do it myself, and I kind of failed. So somebody offered to fix it.
Yeah.
Gotta wait till Friday.
It's difficult.
Oof.
It was a process. I actually have my
process.
own thought that involved just sort of, painter's tape?
I know of painters.
Painter's tape your hands, but like maybe, I would say ones that are pre-designed to fit nails, but everyone's nails are different sizes, so that wouldn't really work.
Well, those are sort of stick-on nails.
I don't want to stick on nails, though. I want to use actual nail polish. I just want to stop it from getting on my hands.
Oh, then,
So
then,
hear me
then
out
it
here.
wouldn't be your nails that are getting covered. It would be your hands.
What you could do is
Yeah,
just
painter's
like
tape.
So just use painter's tape.
what you could do is
Yeah,
like
okay, that works.
pull out your nails and then just like
Paint them
a little
with
bit.
the nails off.
Exactly. Just like take your nails off.
Okay, you figured it out.
and
That's
put
good.
them back on
idea.
when you're done.
Y'all know fingerless gloves?
Yeah. Oh, that's actually a really
Nailless
good idea.
gloves.
Yeah, nailless
It'd have to
gloves.
be like rubber too. Fantastic.
Maybe like those
I could probably
latex
make
gloves.
that. Yeah, it would be like a latex gloves, but you'd cut the nails. You just cut the nails out based
If you
on.
get like a really, really small latex glove, that would be really easy to do too.
Yeah, I think so. It might also cut off the circulation on my hand, but that's fine.
Well, who even needs circulation?
you
on
could
your
just
hand?
dip your hands in the nail polish too.
Circulation on your hands is for communists. Blood flow is stupid.
Well, yeah, because your blood is red, so it's for communists.
Blood is for
Got
communists.
it. Okay.
Real Americans have red, white, and blue blood.
Well, the red white cells,
Red and white cells. We can go back to our SoundCloud
red
thing
blood
now.
cells, white immune system cells.
The blue color of our veins.
We bleed red, white, and blue. Fantastic.
So
Did
all
y'all-
communists are just red.
Yep, Lennart's got it.
They have no white blood cells, which is why they're so easy to infect with neurotoxin.
And that's always why they're so sick. Not because of like the lack of food or anything like that. Considering that their president is now basically dictator for life.
So we were talking about painting my nails.
Okay, we could get Xi Jinping to do it for you if you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
That's good.
Hey, Xi Jinping, if you're listening to this, Aiden would really love if you painted his
I
nails.
would. I'm thinking too, Bradley, along the idea of you sort of saying I should get someone
butchering
to
that name.
do it for me. I have a friend who does her nails really, really well. I've always admired them, and she actually offered to do mine without me asking, which was really, really sweet. And I'm thinking maybe she could paint my nails red and then do like little yellow communist hammer and sickle drawings on them.
Isn't Xi
Well-
Jinping a dude?
Yes. He knows. It's okay. He knows.
I wasn't talking about the.
Oh, I am slowly going
I'm
insane.
talking about my friend Kari.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Xi Jinping, and I got really confused there for a second.
I think she's. I'm gonna have to call HUAC on you.
HUAC?
Yes.
HUAC?
Y'all don't know what HUAC is. All right.
It's whack.
It's this big robot. Picture the biggest robot you could find, and his name is
Optimus
Herbert
Prime. Oh, my bad.
Un-American Activities. So he is gonna he's gonna stop you from that. Herbert Un-American Activities is gonna come in
And stop Xi Jinping from
and
painting
stop
Aiden's nails.
Kari Myers
Oh, my bad.
from painting those little communist symbols because that's bad for morale, all caps.
I would just think it would be capital B and capital M
No.
with the little trademark sign at the end.
It's
and
bad
capital
for
F, sorry.
morale.
How do you spell that? So, on the topic of playing cards, right? Here's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking.
Of
If
course.
we just build all homes out of playing cards, I really feel like we would not have issues about like building materials, right? 'Cause
That's
it would
good.
be-
And houses would be easier to set on fire for the mixtape advertisements.
Exactly.
Thank you, Keegan, for this question.
yes,
Or this prompt, playing card architecture. So we're building houses out of playing cards. Materials for homes, don't even worry about it. We have a bunch of playing cards. You could play poker anytime.
All right, well, I am an official architect, so I'm going to get my architect's pen ready. Let's draw, gentlemen.
All right.
So I think we're going to start with the base. We've been given this wonderful table.
Well, we're going to need acids then, too, if we're going to balance it out, right?
Oh well, yes, I think basically that's at the top. So let's start with
A square.
This is a square, ladies
Okay,
and gentlemen.
so-
You can't see it. So it's
Gotcha.
two-dimensional.
Yes.
We're going to draw a couple lines. Let's see. Make it three-dimensional.
Uh-huh.
And now, here comes the playing cards. Because
Yep. Okay.
I've put a triangle on top of the square. So you see there's a lot of
Versatile.
artistic expression, I think, in this really.
I would agree.
But it's all made of playing cards. So it's very small.
Okay, I like that. Now, I did try to build a playing card castle once. I made it about 4 cards in, and it kept falling.
That's actually pretty impressive.
4 cards?
That's
Yeah.
a lot of cards.
Thanks,
That's like
Leonard.
one more than 3.
Shit, 4 cards? That's like 100 cards.
We do what we can.
Brad, they don't fully understand how you made that out of playing cards, but I'm going to just...
Oh well, now it's bigger because as all know, and this is I forget what this is called, but the closer you go in on a circular line, a line of any type actually, the farther you zoom in, as you zoom into the farthest point, infinity technically, it's perfectly straight. Mm-hmm. So down there, infinitely tiny, is a perfectly straight playing card.
So this seems like it'd be a really, really, really big house if we're talking like regular size.
Yes, I
cards.
think roughly the size of the Earth.
Oh,
Is
this sounds
too-
kind of
That's okay.
inefficient.
Well, we can... Okay, it's perfect
No, but
because
then
we can
everyone
house
can live in it.
everyone in it.
The entire world could live in this house.
And most of their friends.
Except for Jeff. Fuck Jeff.
Fuck
Jeff
Jeff.
is gone.
He's on the moon.
Not
No
like any
house.
specific Jeff.
Moon
just
Jeff.
Jeff.
Moon Jeff. Everyone
Okay,
take your pants off and face your ass at Jeff.
Have we talked about
Leonard,
the name?
don't actually take your pants off.
Have we talked about the name Jeff before on this podcast?
I don't think so.
Okay. There was a person at our school who
There's a Jeff at our school.
Are we talking about the fact that the name Jeff is spelled absolutely atrociously?
We're talking about
is it
fact-
the awful
We're
spelling with
talking about
Geoff?
Goth. Don't choose Jeff spelled the shitty way. Don't even choose Jeff. Like, are we being real here? Like, what did you do that for?
Okay, yeah, you
She
could
was
go
like
with
Beyblade Master.
Beyblade Master
9000.
69.
Yeah, exactly.
Lancelot.
But the other thing is, and I was wondering,
Optimus Prime.
I was
Joseph.
Smith.
So
3, 2.
my asshole's just.
Bloody.
Leonard?
Hey, Lennart, don't put words in my mouth.
I love putting words in my mouth.
Hey,
just
Leonard.
like I like putting my foot in my mouth.
Leonard, don't put blood in my ass.
Lennart, don't put blood in my ass.
Very kinky.
Come on, man. That's a no-touch zone. Why do these episodes always go here with Lennart?
All of the episodes we've done with Leonard, yes.
Yeah, all two of them.
It's either the Olympics or ass foot.
It's either the Olympics or ass foot with that boy.
You know, you can never get an in-between.
My excuse will be small sample size.
That is an extremely valid point.
The next one will probably
Let's
be the
go
same
with
if there is a next
Jason
one.
Lee. Your platform is corrupted by Mark Zuckerberg. I hope you know that now.
Yeah,
The
we
man
know
looks
that.
like a
We just
robot.
don't care.
He testified today.
His information was stolen as well.
and yesterday, that's what I meant.
Yes, his information was stolen
so-
as well. You're right.
but-
I was listening to the same
makes me so
NPR.
funny.
But what's
I wasn't
cool
listening.
is
Oh,
that
okay.
this now, because I don't anticipate good idea stopping, for the past we've been able to track sort of history's movements as it progresses. So right now, a day ago, was a Zuckerberg trial, which I expect will be in some textbook somewhere as probably the foundation for some sort of
Big law change.
big law change, restrictive legislation. Leonard is shaking his head. Yeah, I
don't
know.
believe
We're
in change in our government because it's never going to
they're
happen.
all. I'm so fucking annoyed. They're about to draft us. They're not. They might. I don't know. I'm
Odds
scared.
are World War III
I'm not
might
going
start.
anywhere.
Yeah, me neither. It's
I'm going to
extremely annoying.
Canada.
What a galaxy brain move on Assad.
Hey, U.S. government.
to just gas his own people, man. He had to just think that one way through, didn't he?
Hey, U.S. government. U.S. government.
Hey, don't do this.
We're not gonna. No. That's not what I was gonna say. I didn't mean what I said about I'm not going anywhere. Please don't arrest me.
Hey, U.S. government, see me in Canada.
That explains a lot,
The
actually.
next prompt. I'm sorry. The state of affairs currently is not good in the world, but it's never been good.
You know, I saw the news today and I thought, well,
Look,
this is how we die.
we're listening. We're
And
not
I'm just
listening.
like,
sorry.
eh.
I'm a bunch of
This is
like
fine.
you're 17, we're both 18. It's depressing.
Did we finish the prompt?
We didn't even start the prompt.
What was the prompt?
What
We
was
didn't
the
even
prompt?
start it.
What was it?
The prompt.
Let's do it.
It was the next viral charity craze.
The next viral charity craze is the shoe microwaving, where everybody sticks not their shoes, but their heads in a microwave.
That sounds painful.
They don't know. They don't microwave themselves. They just stick their head in a microwave.
Yeah.
Maybe
Here's $20.
that doesn't seem quite as.
Here's $20. Go stick your head
It
in a
has to
microwave.
be. So it's like the cinnamon challenge. It's a
Oh,
challenge.
well, they all consist of doing something either A, unpleasant, or B, painful, sometimes both, generally both.
What
So
about-
how about this? You take a nail gun and shoot yourself in the foot with a nail gun. That sounds like a
bad
great YouTube challenge.
How about okay, hear me out. The jump challenge. You find somewhere high.
you get more money for how high you jump.
Yeah, and you jump.
from. I really, really like the jump.
I do
really,
like this
really
idea.
like the jump.
So you like you're on like maybe the top of the Eiffel Tower and you're like I'm sacrificing myself to what are they researching?
Gravity.
Sure, $10 for gravity research.
$10 for graphic research. I really like it. Hey, so one time my friend, he's been on the show before, Jack, our friend Jack, and I were playing Minecraft together, ironically, and
I could boot up Minecraft right now.
you could boot
yeah,
up
man.
Minecraft right now. We were ironically playing Minecraft together. It was very ironic, and he has this sign in his room that says Jack's Jump, and I do not know what it's a reference to, but I think it's something he did when he was a kid.
It's a ski thing.
And I thought the sign was really, really funny, and we should make a big a big jump down to the ground from the top of our mountain house and call it Jack's Jump, just a really big jump. And it wasn't like that funny, but it was just sort of like a fun reference to him and to our sort of play space that we were building the world in his room. And so we made Jack's Jump, and we talked more about the concept of Jack's Jump and decided that it didn't necessarily mean a big literal jump, but it just meant that like doing your Jack's Jump is something that's really hard for you to overcome. It's a big jump. And so I think we could call this challenge Jack's Jump, and it's just
I love it.
And you do it, but this time it's just a literal Jack's Jump, and then it sort of evolves because all the challenges evolve, right, to become usually more than what they are. More different types of it come into play. People probably did the ice bucket challenge with different amounts of ice in the buckets. There was a thing I saw on the Nickelodeon when my sister was watching television with a girl who was trying to raise money by filling a big wheelbarrow with rocks, and then she was going to put another rock in the wheelbarrow for every X amount of money that was donated, and she was going to dump it on her head. Ow. So this is Jack's Jump, and it starts off with people doing like literal jumps from high places for gravity research.
Okay,
and
also,
some people do it in safe ways, some people do it in unsafe ways. Lots of teens die, and then
Not the teens.
Oh no!
it evolves into people essentially donating money to charity, to gravity research charity, just for their like when their friends and family members and celebrities essentially do things that are really hard for them. Like maybe Adam Sandler really hates broccoli, so eating broccoli is his Jack's Jump, and he makes a video of himself being
Adam
like,
Sandler?
"Hey,
Yeah,
what's
why
up?
is
It's
it
me, Adam Sandler.
Adam
I hate
Sandler
broccoli."
sucks.
And everyone's like, "Oh wow, we all love Adam Sandler," and so we're gonna donate $5 for each broccoli that Adam eats. And that's his Jack's Jump. Or maybe like Morgan Freeman is like, it's my Jack's Jump to not play God in a movie but play a different part, and he goes into a movie and he plays like a fry cook, and then that's his Jack's Jump, and people donate money for every minute he's on screen as a fry cook. Like, and then we get the celebrities
This is
in there.
wholesome. I like this.
I think it's very, very wholesome. And so you have, like, this isn't a fun new idea that I've never had before, but I think donating to gravity research is something we really, really need.
I mean, it needs to be researched. I mean,
Or like little Sally, 5th grade Sally has to give a speech to her whole school about urine and hydraulics.
Yes.
And little Sally does her urine hydraulics speech, and it's really hard for her because she has a stutter and a fear of public speaking, and she does
pees
it
all the time.
and she's always peeing, and when she gets stage fright she pees her pants, and she does it, and for every minute she's not peeing her pants, and for every minute she's talking, they donate money to her for her Jack's Jump, and then her video goes viral, and then people all across the world learn about urine and hydraulics from little Sally, and it's inspiring.
I think that's very inspiring. I think the Urine Good Company Corporation would be proud.
Yes.
Hey, you guys want to end the episode?
I would
Yes.
love to end the episode. Aiden, do you want to ask us what our favorite ideas were?
Hey, Bradley, what was your favorite idea?
My
Of the
favorite
episode.
idea of the episode is thermonuclear penis. I thought was kind of, it had a ring to it, I think, frankly. It's very hard to get past the ring, but I'm going to have to go with recording in the basement of the library, which is also a fallout shelter.
Hey, Bradley.
Yes.
It's very hard to get past the ring should be the new slogan for the Nuva Ring contraceptive. That's my idea. Thanks. Lennart, you're up. What's your favorite idea of the episode?
My favorite idea was the jump, though it should probably be said that you shouldn't jump off of high places.
Ever.
For liability reasons.
Who is liable?
Fucking
You?
moron. No, us.
Oh,
Good Idea
us.
podcast.
Leonard-
No, us!
I think my favorite idea of the episode is Leonard's concern for the liability
Of Good Idea
And me
and
calling the viewers
our respons-
fucking morons.
Let me. But honestly, though,
Yeah,
the idea
don't-
of gravity research is
It's
my
pretty
favorite
good.
idea of the episode.
All right, let's test.
Kim Jong. It works.
It works!
Gravity works. We have to test this many more times. Kim Jong Un and his gravity research. He's getting closer to being able to make a missile that actually.
does not work.
The missile doesn't work. It just keeps going into space.
Oh, shit.
Keeps
We're
going
trying-
up. We get down.
Gravity works. I like the idea that Kim Jong Un's problem is not that the missile goes up or down too fast, but that it just won't go down.
It won't come down. We don't
we need-
understand.
Do we need to add more?
It's going to space. There's no gravity there.
What even is gravity? I don't know. We need a bunch of apples and a man named Isaac.
And a bunch of research on gravity. Do the gravity
gravity
challenge.
research is
Don't be
important.
morons about it.
We need to
Please
fund
don't say
the
yes.
apples. We need to fund the guy named Isaac. We have to pay him a lot.
There actually probably is.
Apples at
There
him.
probably is gravity research. Actually, like Einstein sort of.
Yeah, but that
gravity waves.
That's old.
Yeah, but that's like
That's
fake gravity
new.
Oh,
research.
you're talking about that thing. Sorry,
Yeah,
I thought
but
you were
that's
saying
like-
Einstein. Like,
Yeah, no,
But
he
that's
invented
like-
that. We just didn't have the technology to.
That's like theoretical gravity research,
I think-
not like,
But it's
hey,
still
if I
gravity
drop
research.
something on the ground, will
Yeah,
it
no, that's a
actually
good point.
fall?
That's a good
I
point.
think gravity research is very good.
It's good. And pick of the week for everyone, Lennart.
Leonard, do you know what pick of the week is?
I do not know what
Okay.
pick of the week is.
It's a
Piece of media that you want to recommend,
I would like to recommend,
or a concept that you want to recommend.
I would like to recommend the concept. I would like
The
to
concept of infertility is something that Mr.
Yes.
Haskett is very accepting.
I would like to recommend. I know it's kind of an old thing, but I would like to recommend Doom, from 2016, like the video. Yeah, the video game.
Leonard, you can recommend the oldest stuff you want. Bradley's recommended the 1972 Cadillac Eldorado Camaro like 4 times.
Yeah, the background noise is going away. I closed Minecraft, so
I was going to say that's the sound of Minecraft.
it is the sound of Minecraft. Is your computer fan going? Yeah. Aiden.
I'm going to recommend doing your Jack's Jump. Find something that's really maybe difficult for you to do that you've always wanted to do, or something that you just a fear you want to get over or get past, and doing it. Do something. Maybe you aren't super. This is something one of my friends does, and I've joined her for it a couple times. But like maybe you're not super into like saying hi to random people or whatever, but you say good morning to everyone you see in the hallway at school or at work or whatever. And there is a psychological principle that I found out about. I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it is fact. And I looked it up because she had said she's like, I'm convinced that if you say good morning enough times that it will actually be one. And it is true that if you say something enough times, or if you hear something enough times, I don't know exactly, I'll look it up, I have a picture of it on my phone. One of those two things, you will start to believe it, and it will actually affect the way you perceive the world. So that's really, really cool. That's one thing you could do. It's called the truth effect, and it refers to the finding that simply repeating a statement causes it to be perceived as more valid or true. And I just think that's
To be
super cool.
perceived, so it's not actually.
Yeah, but it is actually, because subjective reality would state that if you perceive it as such and you're just talking about your experience of having a good morning, then it is genuinely a better morning for you.
That's good.
So that's just one example of like what someone's Jack's Jump might be. Again, I really like the idea of Jack's Jump. Thanks, Jack, for helping me come up with this concept, and thanks, Vic, for the good morning thing.
Cool.
Bradley,
I was gonna do Mario Kart, but I don't like it.
Which one?
you don't like Mario Kart?
No, I'm not very good.
There's like a sort of third-party NASCAR racing game.
I probably wouldn't like it.
There's there's Sega All Stars Racing, which is doesn't have the Splatoon people in it, but
it's kind of
So
not
Bradley,
consider recommend Splatoon.
What I am gonna go with is I've been at rehearsal lately, and by at rehearsal I mean I've been sitting in a room where other people are rehearsing because I'm barely in the
Amish Project.
No.
Is it worse than that?
I'm not on stage, so it can't be worse. But I've been watching a lot of Mad Men, the TV show, which came out before I was even born. My mother started watching Mad Men before I was born. She finished it when I was 17 years old. She does not have a lot of free time.
Is Mad Men like 12 Angry Jurors?
It's set in the 60s.
They're all angry.
It's sort
They're
of
all
around the
angry
era
men.
it actually takes place. I think it's supposed to be a pun off Ad Men because they write advertisements.
I see.
I assume. I haven't looked it up, but they like puns. So half of the advertising business seems to be built off of it, at least in the TV show. So I watched 4 episodes of that today because rehearsal is really long, and it's like long episodes, but it's good. It's good. I'm entertained by Don Draper and his cronies of ad people. There's 7 seasons. At this rate, I'll be done with it in half a month. So that's good. Aiden, you want to give us, I forget what it's called.
Housekeeping?
Absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah, Batman. Our Facebook group is Good Idea Podcast. That is a great place to interact with us and other people who listen to the show. We have a Twitter, a Tumblr, and an Instagram, and they're all at Good Idea Cast. I actually post on the Instagram, and I actually post on the Twitter. I don't know about how active the Tumblr is, but those are all three places where you can submit prompts to us, ideas and whatnot. You can submit them anytime. I won't always ask for them first, but I try to ask for them occasionally, mostly when we need them, and we always kind of need them. But we love talking to you guys, and we love getting your ideas, so those are all great places to contact us. Gmail, which I mentioned earlier, we have an email. It's goodidea.podcast@gmail.com. Remember, you can shoot us an email with your name and whatnot, and the sort of type of sort of voicemail message that you want us to make for you, and we'd be happy to do that for the first 5 people who email us. And anyway, those are some contacting places. If you like the show, share it or give us a review, or both. We have no advertising budget, so word of mouth is the best way to grow the show. And whether or not you do any of those things for us, subscribe, review, rate, whatever, whether or not you do any of those things, we still really, really appreciate you listening, and we understand that takes time that you might not have. So either way, you're super, super good. Bradley, what are you doing right now?
I just want you to read it.
Okay, this is a really bad time because I'm currently doing something.
Okay. You can read it later. Just know it's there.
That's fine. So anyway, we really appreciate you listening, and hope you have enjoyed the episode. We also, one quick note, I posted about this on a couple of our social medias, but we are, at least for the time being, no longer posting on Tuesdays, but rather Thursdays, because we thought it would fit with our recording schedule a little bit better. And we hope that change does not impact your ability to listen to and enjoy the show. If you need, you can just wait until Tuesday to listen to the episodes. That would work. You might have an off week there, off couple days, but it's a solution to the problem. It's an actionable, creative solution. Anyway, places you can find the show and places you can share the show with people include iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Overcast, and Libsyn. And
What is Stitcher?
Stitcher is another podcast. It's a podcatcher. It's a podcast app you can listen to podcasts on.
Cool.
Anyway, that was a lot of things.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you for putting up with us.
Hey,
You're not putting up with us. You're here enjoying us. Thank you for doing it.
Thank you for
thank
putting
you
up
for
with
enjoying us. Thank you for putting up with Lennart. He does kind of suck. Anyway, that was a good idea.
Me. And that
No,
good. No, all right.
nope. Nice
That's a good
try.
idea. It's time to be mean.
No,
Your
no
idea
being mean.
sucks.
Your idea
That was a good
sucked.
idea. Silicon Valley's milkiest sun.
That was a good idea.
Mark
The
Zuckerberg.
moon's deepest.
I don't want to read about Silicon Valley's milkiest sun.
I just want to read about.
America's soft and sweaty boy, Mark Zuckerberg.
I think you mean America's soft and sweaty.
It just is.
That's a good point.
You're not wrong.
Lennart.
Anyway, Lennart is getting up and walking away, which means we know the episode is over. That was a good idea. Just bros being hoes. We're done here.